Okay, so for part 2, we will reinforce the lesson that is in week 2 module. So in your module, it says there that you have to remember what we mean by arithmetic mean. So an arithmetic mean is, or the arithmetic means are the term or terms between non-consecutive terms in an arithmetic sequence. So for example, I have here the sequence a sub 1 blank a sub 3. If this is an arithmetic sequence, if this forms an arithmetic sequence, then the blank there is called the arithmetic mean. To solve for the arithmetic mean of an arithmetic sequence, simply add the two terms, the first and the last term, and then divide it by 2. Okay? So for this one, arithmetic mean is equal to the third term plus the first term divided by 2. Let's have some example. Insert an arithmetic mean between 8 and 36. So you know that you are to insert arithmetic mean, therefore 8 and 36 are arithmetic terms. So get the arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean is equal to the third term plus the first term divided by 2. Okay, because the arithmetic sequence would look like this one. Then 36 plus 8 is 44, then divided by 2. So 44 divided by 2 is 22. Therefore, the arithmetic mean between 8 and 36 is 22. Okay, next. Insert an arithmetic mean between 1/2 and 3/4. So it will look like this one. Okay, and then since we are looking for just one arithmetic mean, we can use the formula arithmetic mean is equal to 3/4 plus 1/2 divided by 2, or you can have it as 1/2 plus 3/4 over 2 because it's addition, so they are commutative. Okay, so you can make them similar fractions, or you can use the shortcut method, the butterfly method that was taught to you when you were in elementary. So that is 3 times 2 is 6, and then 4 times 1 is 4, so plus 4, divided by 4 times 2, which is 8 all over 2. So that is the butterfly method. I just learned it from my previous students. That's how they were taught in elementary. So this is 10 over 8 over 2. And then you just reduce this to lowest term. That is 5 over 4 divided by 2. Then dividing fraction, so you get the reciprocal of the denominator, so that it's 1/2, and then you proceed to multiplication. So therefore, your arithmetic mean is 5/8. So here's a clear solution. Okay, so the arithmetic mean is 5/8. Next. How about this one? This came from your module. So what term must be inserted between p plus 7 and p plus 3 to form an arithmetic sequence? Take note that p plus 7 is one term and p plus 3 is another term. And you have to insert one term between them. So your sequence would look like this one. Okay? So how do you find an arithmetic mean there? So again, the arithmetic mean is equal to, let's have p plus 7 plus the p plus 3 all over 2. Okay? Since we are dealing with just addition, can combine like terms. So p plus 7 plus p plus 3. That's okay without the parentheses. So p plus p is 2p, and 7 plus 3 is 10 divided by 2. Sorry, this one should be 2 divided by 2. Okay, so divided by 2. Now, when you do the cancellation, this is the common error of students. They cancel this way. That is wrong. Okay, it cannot be that way and you'll be left with 5 plus p. P plus 10, I'm sorry. That's wrong. How you do the cancellation is this way. Allow me to continue this way. So factor out a common monomial here, which is 2. And then 2p divided by 2 is p, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So that's how you factor the numerator divided by 2. Why do we factor out? Because that's the only way we are allowed to cancel out. So this time you can cancel the 2. And therefore, you will be left with p plus 5. Okay? So that's how you do the cancellation. Therefore, our arithmetic mean is p plus 5. Okay? So I hope this is a clear solution to you. Next, what is the value of y if the arithmetic mean is 3 and 4y plus 5 is 8? I'm sorry. What is the value of y if the arithmetic mean of 3 and 4y plus 5 is 8? So it means that your terms are 3 and 4y plus 7 and the arithmetic mean is 8. So from the formula, from the arithmetic mean is equal to the third term. So I'll just write it first. Third term plus the first term, or first term plus the third term. There's no big deal there. Okay, your arithmetic mean is 8. So I'll have 8 here. And then I'll have 4y plus 5 plus 3 divided by 2. So others would want to cross multiply it immediately, but for me, I'll continue solving the numerator here first. So that's 4y plus 8 all over 2. Okay, and then that's the time you can try to cross multiply it. So that's 8 times 2 is 16. So 4y plus 8. Then this is a linear equation. You can divide both sides. Allow me to continue on this part. So you can divide both sides by 4 since all the coefficients are divisible by 4. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. Then 4y divided by 4 is y. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. Therefore, your y is equal to positive 2. Okay, so I hope it's clear. So therefore, our arithmetic mean here is 2. I'm sorry, the value of y here is 2. Okay, so I hope it is quite clear to you how to find an arithmetic mean. So just simply get the average of the first and the third term, and that gives you directly the arithmetic mean. But if in case there are more than one arithmetic mean to be inserted, then the previous formula is not possible for you to use. You cannot simply get the average of the first and the last term. Okay, so what you're going to do there is to use the formula or derive the formula for the common difference. So how is that? Why do we need to get the common difference? Because that common difference will be added from the first term to get the second term, and that common difference be added to the second term to get the third term until you reach your last term. Okay, so let's derive the formula for the common difference. I hope you know how to derive a formula. So this is the formula for arithmetic sequence. Then, since we want to have the d on one side, then the first thing is to subtract a sub 1 to both sides. Okay? And then, since this 2 has an operation of multiplication, then the opposite of that is division. So you divide this part by n minus 1, and you divide the other side with n minus 1 because you're working with equation. So therefore, the common difference has a formula of a sub n minus a sub 1 all over n minus 1. Okay? Take note that you need to add the common difference from the first term to get the next term until you reach the given last term. Let's try it. Find all terms in between a sub 1, which is negative 8, and a sub 7, which is 10, of an arithmetic sequence. So to look at that, to visualize it, you can see that it will look like this one. So how many blanks you have here? 5. Okay, so a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5, a sub 6, a sub 7. Now let's try to find the common difference. Okay, because we are to insert more than one arithmetic mean. I need a pen. Okay. Again, forgive me for having such a bad handwriting. Okay, so for the common difference, we derived the formula earlier. So that is a sub n minus a sub 1 all over n minus 1. Okay? So your last term is 10 minus the first term, which is negative 8, divided by 10 is the 7th term, and then minus 1. Okay. Then it's 10 plus 8. So it's 18 over 6. Therefore, it's 3 for the common difference. Okay. So since we know now the common difference, that is 3, then we can actually solve for the next term. So negative 8 plus 3, that is negative 5. And negative 5 plus 3, that's negative 2. Negative 2 plus 3, you have 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. And 4 plus 3 is 7. And 7 plus 3 is indeed 10. So therefore, the arithmetic means are negative 5, negative 2, 1, 4, and 7. Next, I have here insert 5 arithmetic means between 4 and 86. Allow me to erase the writings I made here. So it will not look like a mess. Okay, let's clear our so I was able to explain everything. Okay, so insert 5 arithmetic means between 14 and 86. So this time, we're not sure of how many terms we're going to insert, but we're given the first term, which is 14, and the last term, which is 86. So we have to insert 5. So that means we have 7 terms in all. Okay, so by the way, let's have the common difference because it's more than one arithmetic mean. So the common difference is equal to this one, the last term, minus the first term, divided by the position of the last term. For this case, is 7 because you have 5 arithmetic means plus the 2 ends, so that's 7. Minus 1. Okay, so your D is equal to 86 minus 14. So 86 minus 14, it's 272 over 6. So your common difference is 72 divided by 72 divided by 6. So that is 12. Okay. So your common difference is 12. So from there, from 14, okay, I'll do it here. 14 plus 12 is 26. And then 26 plus 12, that is 38. 38 plus 12 is 50. And then 50 plus 12 is 62. Then 62 plus 12 is 70. It's 74. 74 plus 12, that is 86. Okay. So therefore, the arithmetic means are 26, 38, 50, 62, and 74. Okay. So here's the solution. Again, I'll erase my writing here. It's not actually my right. Yeah. Let's clear this one. Okay, so if you have question, just use the chat box. Okay, so this time we're going to have a word problem. In a tree planting community service, 2 mahogany trees were planted 30 meters away, and 4 small bearing fruit plants can be planted between the 2 mahogany trees. How far will the 4th small bearing fruit plant from the first mahogany tree and from the second mahogany tree? Alright, so as you can see, you can visualize that if I have a tree, 2 trees to be planted, which are 30 meters apart. So for example, this is the first tree, my God. And this is the second tree. Okay? They are 30 meters apart. Okay? 30 meters apart. Okay. So that means you start with 0 meter and this one is 30 meters. Right? Now, you are to plant 4 small bearing fruits between them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How far will the 4th small bearing fruit from the first mahogany tree? So this is the first, and then the 4th small bearing fruit is this one. So the question is, how far is this from this tree? And then how far is it from the second tree? Okay, so paano yun? So how do you do that? So you need to get how many meters away from this. So what you can do is assume that your a sub 0, that your a sub 1 is 0. So your a sub 1 is 0, and your a sub 6, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A sub 6 is 30. Okay? So you are to insert 4 arithmetic means. So for arithmetic means, you need the common difference. So the common difference is 30 minus 0 divided by 6 minus 1. So your d is equal to 30 divided by 5, and your d is equal to 6. So that means every 6 meters, you have to plant a small bearing fruit. So plus 6, and then plus 6, plus 6, plus 6, and then plus 6. Okay? So 6 meters, 12 meters, 18 meters, 24 meters, 30 meters. Now, how far is this tree, small bearing fruit tree, from this first mahogany tree? So the distance there is 24. Okay, so 24 meters from the first mahogany tree, and the difference here is 6, or the gap between the 4th bearing fruit to the second tree is 6. Okay, so there. So the 4th small bearing fruit plant is 24 meters from the first mahogany tree and 6 meters from the second mahogany tree, because it's 24 meters and here is 30 meters. So the difference between the two is 6 meters. Okay? Any question? None. Okay. Next.